introduction of our first chapter. That the title of the lesson is unit is issues of teaching English at the elementary stage. This is your first unit. In this first unit, you learn these things. Here in this area, let us understand language as the prestige and power. Language as the prestige and power. How can we call English language as the prestige and power? Why this much of importance to English? Here, in other words, let's understand why should we learn English and why should we teach English. If you think in that way, you can come to conclusions for this area. You can understand that. Dear student teachers, in this context, what I would like to say, give information to all of you. You are all budding teachers. You are molding yourselves to become wonderful teachers. Now, in second year, first time you are, that means that pen and paper test you are going to appear in English. Here, information is there in our textbook. Textbook is only one tool, dear student teachers. In nowadays, you should access knowledge. Knowledge is available. Lot of knowledge is available in internet, dear student teachers. Most of you have Android phones with you. You have you can access internet, and you should learn to retrieve information. Retrieve information. For example, you come across language as the prestige and power. That means importance of English language. In other words, you may call. You also gain information from that source also. That will help you to grow well. That is the shortest way for your success. During these days, not only because we are in the era of information technology, that will help you. You grow well. You can you can attain wonderful place in your competition, whatever may be the job. It may be a teacher post, or whatever may be the post. You can grow very well, dear student teachers. We should access information and retrieve information, understand it. Okay, dear student teachers. Then, dear student teachers, now we are discussing the importance of English. Some points let us understand. Let's discuss. You know the importance of English also. Let's recall the importance of English at primary level. In particular and in general, the importance of English in the society nowadays. This is the aspiration of the society. Dear student teachers, you know, people, they want to study their kids in English medium. Dear student teachers, don't worry. Some of you may be in Telugu medium, some of you may be English medium. Don't worry about that. Those who are in Telugu medium also, during this second year course, you transform yourselves, and during this course, second year course especially, you learn how to teach English, and also you learn how to teach English, how do students learn English. These two things you learn. During this process, automatically you attain wonderful skills of English. And that is why, dear students, my session from my side, I am observing my students, those who have joined in Telugu medium, they attain wonderful skills soon after completion of second year. During this teaching practice, during learning of this English pedagogy, they attain wonderful English language skills. Why should we attain these skills, dear student teachers? No, this is the need of the society. Your parents, ask your father and mother, they want to see you to possess language skills. This is the aspiration, what we call this, the aspiration of parents, even illiterates. They want to see their children speak English. In villages, that is why, by keeping this in view, our government started English medium instruction, dear students, in our primary schools. Most of our schools, they are being transacting in English medium instruction. English medium instruction is Hence, here the questions are like this: what is the importance of English medium instruction? This will be question in your question paper. All the application type of questions will be there. Society demands English medium instruction. What is your opinion in this context? As student teacher, it will be the question in your public paper, dear student teachers. And at that time, you should give this type of information. Hence, that parents, they want to see their children speak English, learn English, and also you want to learn English. Your parents want to see that you learn English, you attain wonderful proficiency. That is why we are teaching English to our children. Then you see here, how can we teach English? How can we learn English? People feel that English is a difficult language. No, yes, student teachers. English is like other languages. You learn it in a very easy way. Here in this context, I say one small joke. Student teachers in Warangal railway station, this happened during our freedom struggle. One Englishman attended the railway station. Englishman, he asked a question. He asked a question. Who is the station master in this station? Who is the station master here? There is station master is Indian. His name is Akbar. He replied, "Sir, I is the station master." That Englishman, surprised to listen, stunned, surprised to listen that answer. Again he asked, "Who is the station master here?" Station master replied, "I is the station master, sir." Then he changed his question. "Who am the station master here?" At the time, the station master has given correct answer. "I am the station master." See, in the first situation, the question is correct, answer was wrong. In the second situation, the question was wrong, answer was correct. In this way, what's the implication of this small joke? We can learn English through observation, through exposure, through imitation. It's very easy. In this way, dear student teachers, we learn English very easy way. No need to worry. Then, why do we teach English to our students? English is for communication, dear student teachers. You bear this in your mind. This is very, very important point. You bear this in your mind. Language is for communication. Communication means that communicate our ideas to others. We want to make our students wonderful communicators. Here, don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about mistakes. You may commit mistakes. Students may commit mistakes. It's a part of learning, dear students. While you are learning how to ride bicycle, you may face many problems. You may fall down for several times, and you may attain many injuries. No problem. Don't worry. Finally, you attain that skill. Hence, the process of learning anything, new thing, we come across some errors. We come across some problems. The errors, don't worry. Hence, what I would like to say here, why do we teach English to students? The first and foremost idea that should come into your mind is to enable our students to communicate well by using English. Language is for communication. It may be whatever may be the language. Dear student teachers, if you go to schools in your teaching practice, you see students, some students may speak Urdu, that is their mother tongue. Some students may speak Ambada language, some in tribal areas, Koya language may be there. Our Telugu is there. That's most of us, our mother tongue. How do we use this language? Why do we learn this language? That is for communication only. Language is for communication. If whatever may be the language, that is for communication. Same in the case of English. English is not different one. Any language is for communication. Then we should teach communication skills in our students. For that, what is very important? We should communicate effectively in English in our classrooms. Then other very important here, one important area, dear students, point we should bear the importance of English while we are recalling. Importance of English. English is the key to the storehouse of knowledge in the world. Here, the question is like this. English is the key to the storehouse of knowledge in the world. What's your opinion? English is library language. What's your opinion? They ask in that way. Let's understand this in detail. English is the knowledge, dear student teachers. You please listen to me. Knowledge is in English. That comes first in English. That's why English has got attained that much of importance, dear student teachers. For example, any new thing that may happen, for example, new way of medical science. For example, it may be while we are tackling this dreadful disease COVID-19, the research in this area also, it comes first in English. It may be medical knowledge, it may be engineering knowledge, whatever it may be, whatever may be the area, it may be any subject knowledge that appears in the world, it comes in the world in English only. Hence, for example, I know English, you know English, immediately you access that, knowledge and you attain that knowledge, you catch that knowledge. See, that's why English, for example, you know English, you have access to a lot of knowledge in this world. You can access a lot of knowledge. That's why you can read that knowledge and you can develop your knowledge. Hence, the point here you should bear in mind, English is the key to the storehouse. Key, that means, you know, the key that dear students, storehouse, that means the knowledge. English is the key. In order to open the room of knowledge, what is the proficiency that you require? That you require is understanding English, reading and understanding English. You should attain that, then only you enter into that storehouse of knowledge. Okay, hope you have understood this point. This is also very important. Here, dear student teachers, through listening, a lot of information like this is very essential in your DLED course. There may not be like questions like that. Bernoulli principle, explain Bernoulli principle, like that. Nowadays, the application mode of questions will be there. In order to face this type of questions, you should understand these points very clearly, and you should understand them, and you should implement them. You should attain your own way style of writing. Then only you can attend well in your examinations, your DLED final examinations, or it is the correct way of learning, dear students. Dear student teachers, just I stop here, and do you have any doubts? Are you following me properly or not? In order to ascertain that, I request you to pose some questions, one or two questions. Are you following, dear student teachers? Do you have any doubts like that? You may ask. Otherwise,
please respond all. Trainees.
Okay.
Trainees, please respond. Ravali. Hello.
Here. Sir.
Ravali.
You want to ask any question?
Any doubt?
Any doubt?
No, sir. Go ahead.
Nice. Are you receiving my information, dear Ravali? Are you able to receive the information? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. Nice. Let's after some time I will stop. At the time you can you may be ready with your doubts. Any doubts you may come across. And here I am just starting a very simple area. I am not going to very deep into the subject, because after a long time just you started learning things. That's why let's learn things in a very nice, happy, joyful way. The language of international communication, dear student teachers. The language, that means world is a global village, you know. That is why English is known as the language of international communication. You may note down these points, dear student teachers. English is called, why we call English as a language of international communication? Language of international communication. Why? Because it is used by the most number of the people in this world. Most number of the people use this in the world, and knowledge comes first in this language. The important knowledge is constructed in this language. That's why this is called the language of international communication. For example, if you want to learn the development in the treatment of COVID-19, you may not get more information if you search your Google in Telugu by using Telugu. But you use Google by using English. English, you search, you attain millions number of pages. That is why, dear student teachers, we have to learn English, the language of international communication. One other thing, dear student teachers, soon after completion of your DELED course, you should be settled. You should attain wonderful jobs, dear student teachers. That is the aspiration of your principal, all your teaching faculty and department. Warangal, or it may be any diet, the people, those who completed their course, should settle nicely in their lives. There should not be any unemployment. They should earn wonderful money, good amount of money to lead their life independently. This is also aspiration of your parents. You also. Why? Because for that, what is very important? You have to attain language skills, because language, this is known as language of opportunities. Language of opportunities. Not only in our DELED course, dear student teachers, it may be software, it may be whatever may be the area for job. To attain good job in the world, the prerequisite is proficiency in English, communication skills in English. One of my friends, he when during his interaction, he spoke that his daughter attained 90% of marks in engineering, but she is facing problem to get job because lack of English proficiency. Once again, he joined his daughter in spoken English. This type of things are going on. The students, they have wonderful skills, they have wonderful knowledge, and because of lack of communication skills, they lose their jobs. Hence, this English is known as language of opportunities. To enable our children to be international citizens, to access with the knowledge and opportunities in the world, we have to teach English to our students. Hence, these are the 2 points you should understand well, dear student teachers, and also you should bear in your mind. That means your employability, your future will be wonderful, it will be fruitful, provided you have good communication skills in English. Hence, you can go anywhere in this country, you can go anywhere in this world. Teacher posts are available, and you don't face any problem, unemployment problem, provided you attain English language skills. And also, here all the parents, for example, if you conduct a survey, the parents, they say, sir, please make my students, make my children speak good English. Why? Because they want to see their children international citizens. Dear student teachers, for example, if you have wonderful that English skills, our students can go to other countries. In order to pursue their education. See, inquire your relatives, inquire your neighbors. Some of our Telangana students are wonderfully enjoying life in other countries, they are elevating the prestige of our country. That is very, very important, dear student teachers. You know that. I need not explain. So most of my relatives' children, most of my friends' children, they settled nicely in other countries. Why? How? It is only because of this English skills, English language skills. Hence, English language skills are essential for our growth and development. Dear student teachers, you also make our students, that is the demand from our society, from government, want to make your students to attain good English skills, wonderful English skills. They should learn, they should attain good skills in English, dear student teachers. For that, you, as a teacher, you should have wonderful skills and you should provide those skills to our students. Dear student teachers, society is changing. Change is inevitable in every field. Society is dynamic, dear student teachers. Nowadays, these days are different. The days just before a few months, the days and needs and aspirations of society. These changes are going on. We have to cope up with these changes. We have to elevate as per the needs of the society. See, dear students, teachers, and you have to attain these things to become wonderful teachers. You should understand the needs of the society, and based on that, you should mold and come out from your institute with good abilities. World is a global village, dear student teachers. In this context, the importance of English is very, very essential. Dear student teachers, now, because of this pandemic, all of us, we are thinking of digital skills. Our students also thinking of digital, they should attend digital skills. Because of lack of digital skills, we can't make use of knowledge, you can't access its knowledge. What is meant by digital skill? In order to attain digital skills, we need English. Because the digital skills work with the help of English. With the help of Telugu, we can't access Zoom. We know some information in English. Digital skills involve accessing digital sources, retrieving requisite information, and make use for constructing our own knowledge. Okay, dear student teachers, you have to construct your own knowledge. For that, you need digital skills. You have to access this internet, and you should access a lot of information that is there. You should understand that. You should make your own notes, and you should be ready. You should develop knowledge in that way. In the same way, from now onwards, all the student teachers are also going to learn this type of teaching, this Zoom type of teaching. This pandemic is continuous like this. You may imagine your teaching practice, you may take up through Zoom also with your students. You have to interact in this way. These changes are going on. And so we should attain digital skills. For that, English is very, very important. Now we are in the era of information technology era, dear student teachers. In this information technology era, we have to make our life very happy. For example, we are teaching English. Our parents ask you, sir, please give the abilities to my son or daughter. Pay my electrical bill through online. Please help my child to pay to what we call to reserve one railway ticket through online. Please help me. In that way, the need of the parents is like that. Parents demand in that way. Hence, dear student teachers, we have to teach these things. Who teaches these things to our students? Only English teacher, English pedagogy teacher, that means English teacher should teach these things, these skills to our students. That means what are those skills? With the help of the Android phone, our children are playing very well with the help of Android phone. The phone is not available with parents. The phone will be always most of the time with with kids, children in the home. They are playing well. They are playing nice games. They are downloading it. They know everything. Along with this, we should also teach them how to reserve one railway ticket by using Android phone through online. This is the need of the hour. How to apply for loan. For example, one parent may be there, he is a farmer. He needs this. He wants to see his 10th class completed child, or 5th class completed child, or 6th, 7th class child. Please apply online for loan. Please pay my electrical bill through online. Please reserve one ticket through online. Hence, these skills we should teach to our children. This, for that, we need English language skills, and we should impart English language proficiency in our children. You know, this Google search engine, we can, with the help of this, it's a powerful tool, retrieve millions of pages. That's why help our students to retrieve information through internet also demands English language. Now we call e-learning is going on. It is during this dreadful disease. It is attaining great value, dear students. E-learning, that means through online learning, and also we call mobile learning. You are all learning through mobiles. Now we call it as mobile learning. Now mobile learning evolution is going on because of this pandemic situation. You are all learning through mobiles. You also, with the help of mobile, you can learn many things. For example, I am reading Hindu paper. Whenever I come across any difficult word, just I ask just I give what you call voice to my Google. It gives meaning to my difficult word. See this convenience, dear students. Let us make use of this. Let us enjoy this. Let our children enjoy this this way of what we call this technology. For example, you want to go to your native place to Warangal. You ask this mobile Google Map. It gives shortest way to reach your destination. You want to reach Yadagirigutta from Warangal. You ask it. Ask Google. It gives correct. That means the easy and shortest path. You may choose it. Hence, these type of skills are required in the society. This is the demand of the society. These skills we should teach to our students. You should attain this. Okay, great people, software engineers, they, because of great struggle, because of great the study, they developed these things. These are available. And these are within our reach.